at Julius Farms, lot 1 and 2. We've got the mechanical rough-ins pretty much wrapped up here at lot 1 and about to start at lot 2. So we're gonna take you through, kind of walk around and see what I look for throughout that process, and then kind of take you through what it looks like to have your HVAC mechanicals roughed in, your electric and plumbing before the house gets insulated, and then drywall. All that stuff's behind the walls, so once the walls are closed up, you can't see it anymore. Time is of the essence, let's go. So we're in the basement at lot 1, and we're standing in what eventually will be the utility room. This behind you over here is where the HVAC system will go. We've got our water main coming in the house. We have our sewer line going out of the house. We have our electric coming in to the house over here, as well as our water manifold system over here. Once the HVAC system gets put in behind us, this line set behind the camera here, this connects to the system outside. You usually see this like big gray box and it has a fan in it, and during the summertime it's like always running. This is where your coolant and your line set goes. Eventually we'll connect to the system over here, but this goes out of the house into your condenser outside, and your condenser's job is to take the antifreeze or the coolant and basically take the hot air out of your house. A lot of people think air conditioning makes the air in your home colder, and I guess technically it does, but what it actually does is remove all the hot air from your home and cools it, and then returns it to your home as colder air. So it's not actually cooling the air, it's actually taking the hot air out. Then over here, we have our water main that comes in from the street. If you have a well or you have township water, it pretty much comes in the house the same way, but this would go outside to your well system or would connect to the street where your township brings the water to your home. And this right here is a backflow meter. This basically makes sure that all the water is going in the right direction and prevents it from going like backwards pressure out to the street. So once the water's pressurized outside your house and brought into your house, it then comes in through your main pipe over to your water manifold. Your water manifold, not all homes have these. A lot of newer homes have them, and all the homes we build will have them. But this water manifold system basically, move out of the shadow, Gilmore. Your water manifold system is basically like your electrical panel, but for your water. You can individually shut the water on and off to each fixture within your house. So say you have your kitchen faucet, maybe your kitchen faucet's leaking a little bit. You don't want to necessarily shut the water off to your whole house like you do in older homes. You can come right over to this system right here and find your kitchen and then just shut it off from there. Your hot water heater connects to this manifold, and your cold water from the street connects to this manifold, and then it's distributed to like all the different fixtures, toilets, shower heads, faucets, whatever needs water, it comes from here first. You also probably noticed this insane wire situation right here. Eventually this will all get cleaned up and stapled up into the ceiling and brought over to the electrical panel. So behind this panel on the outside of the house is your electrical meter. The electricity comes from the street or wherever you're getting electric sourced from to the meter to regulate it and monitor it, and then it's brought into the inside of this panel, and all the wires for your entire home come into this panel, and this is how you shut everything on and off. Right where I'm standing here, basically about to get sucked up into this ductwork here, is where the air handler will go. Your air handler is part of your mechanical system, and that's what is kind of blowing the air and recirculating it back into the system throughout your whole home. So when you go over to the wall and you change the temperature or you turn the fan on your thermostat, this is actually what is doing the work for you. The system's not in place yet, but as you can see, all the exhaust vents for the gas, as well as the ductwork for the hot or cold air to get distributed through your house, they're already roughed in. So immediately after framing, the mechanical rough-ins and plumbing rough-ins start first. And they come in and they put all their ductwork in. And then we come and do a second round of framing to close it all in. Right before that happens, the electrician will come in and do all his work, it's important to get that order precise. Like, you don't want to have the HVAC or the plumber or the electrician out of order, and you don't want them all working at the same time. That's a great way to have people working on top of each other. You get a lot of conflict. There's a order to it. Some people like it in different orders. I prefer to have the plumbers come in first, followed by the mechanicals or HVAC company, and then the electricians last. The reason I like to do that is because the plumbing pipes and everything like that all need to go where they need to go, and the ductwork needs to go where it needs to go. And if you have pipes where ductwork needs to be, or ductwork where pipes need to be, you kind of have to go take a step back and redo what you did. So it's important to come in with your plumber first, have him put all of his waste pipes in from the second floor, first floor, down to the basement, all of that work done in the basement, and then the ductwork goes in. That way all the pipes are already up and where they need to go, and then the ductwork guys can just come in and just lay it out how it's designed. The electricians come last because it's easiest to fish wires around other stuff. If you have wires going into the wall and next thing you know you have a pipe coming up between all those wires, that makes it way harder for the plumber to do his job. And you want to make everyone's life easy on a construction site.